Attorney Irish, good afternoon. Attorney Irish, can you hear us? Ayun.
Yes po.
Attorney Irish?
Good afternoon, sir.
Nagtanghalian ka na ba? Salamat
Wala
dun sa
po last
pinadala mong salamat dun sa pinadala mong yelo. Nakuha ko na.
ice
Yung
box din.
ice box. Thank you. Sana nga sa 7-Eleven na lang ako bumili.
Panira yun ang diet mo eh.
So, pwede na ba? May quorum na ba tayo? Can we start?
Yes. Yes po.
Sige. Good afternoon, everyone. So, this is the continuation of today's BAC Charlie meeting from earlier this morning. Just for records purposes, do we have a quorum?
Yes, sir, we have a quorum.
Sige, we'll dispense with the roll call since it was already done earlier. We'll proceed to the primary items in the agenda. So what do we have for this afternoon, Secretariat?
Sir, we have the opening of bids for the General Santos Airport Development Project. For a while, sir. Sir, for the General Santos Airport Development Project, CY 2021, completion of expansion and rehabilitation of existing passenger terminal building and construction of other airport facilities amounting to 96,100,840 pesos and 40 centavos, an ADMS DOTR downloaded project.
All right. Do we have bidders for this project?
Yes, sir, we have 5 bidders for this project.
Sige, let's already admit them, please. Thank you.
Ready na. Ba't ako nakikita?
Sir, we have 4 representatives online, sir, from FJJ and the BM Marketing, sir.
Good afternoon, bidders. Welcome to the opening of the General Santos Airport Development Project CY 2021. For records purposes, ma'am, sirs, can you state your name and the company you represent, please? Let's start from you, ma'am.
Good afternoon po. I'm Rosita Oropesa from Vicente Tilao Construction.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. I'm Justine Rose Pader, representing Arsenue Commercial Corporation and Pader Construction and Supply Joint Venture.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. I'm Johnny Ramos, representing Reli Construction.
Good afternoon, Sir Johnny. For bidders online, we have BM Marketing and
FFJJ attorney.
FFJJ Construction.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm Janice Assis, BM Marketing po.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon, this is Mabel Lopez of FFJJ po.
Good afternoon, ma'am. That's all, Mr. Chair.
All right, let's proceed please with the opening.
The first bid proposal that we're going to open is from BM Marketing. Representative from BM Marketing, please, can you confirm, ma'am, in your screen right now is the submitted bid proposal. Can you confirm if this is the bid proposal of your company?
Yes po.
Thank you, ma'am. Inside the main envelopes are the two envelopes, the original technical proposal and the original financial proposal. The submitted technical documents has tabbings. Right here. Pagination and signature on each page. Checklist, please.
For the technical component submitted by BM Marketing, valid field certificate of registration and membership,
Certificate of Field Jobs Registration Platinum Membership issued to BM Marketing, valid until February 9, 2022, submitted.
Annex A of the certificate of field reps registration and platinum membership,
Annex A, submitted.
registration certificate from the SEC or the DTI or CDA,
DTI certificate issued to BM Marketing last May 28, 2021, with an expiration date June 2, 2026, submitted.
mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located.
Mayor's permit issued by LGU May Dulong Eastern Samar, valid until December 31, 2021, submitted.
Tax clearance,
Tax clearance issued last March 3, 2021 and valid until March 3, 2022 submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any.
Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid.
Statement of single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid submitted.
BAC license.
BCAB license of BM Marketing valid until June 30, 2022 with signature submitted.
Original copy of bid security.
Bid security in a form of bid securing declaration signed by Mr. Edgar Tew, proprietor owner of BM Marketing, and it is notarized submitted.
Project requirements, which will include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid.
Organizational chart submitted.
List of contractors' key personnel.
Key personnel proposed to be assigned to the project submitted.
List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreement.
List of equipment to be assigned to the project submitted.
Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement.
Omnibus sworn statement signed by Mr. Edgar Tew, and it is duly notarized submitted.
Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government.
Certificate of no pending case against the government signed by Mr. Edgar Tew and also notarized submitted.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service.
Legal clearance issued to BM Marketing and it is valid until March 6, 2022, signed by ADG2 Joseph Ray Gumabon, submitted.
Bid Bulletin Number 1 dated December 6, 2021.
Bid Bulletin Number 1 dated December 6, 2021, submitted.
Certificate of Site Inspection duly signed by Mr. Joel Gavina, Airport Manager of General Santos Airport, or his duly authorized representative.
Certificate of Site Inspection issued to Ms. Risa Juanillo of BM Marketing, issued last December 4, 2021, signed by Mr. Joel Gabina, Airport Manager, Jensen Airport, submitted.
Attachment to the Certificate of Site Inspection, copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Company ID of Ms. Riza Juanillo, Civil Engineer of BM Marketing, submitted.
Copy of the airport or facility visitor's logbook reflecting the name of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Visitor's logbook of Jensen Airport with an entry name of Engineer Riza Juanillo dated December 2, 2021, submitted.
Picture of the proposed site including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager or officer in charge or his duly authorized representative.
Picture of the proposed site together with the airport manager and the person who conducted the site inspection, submitted.
Prospective bidders' audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total incurrent assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution.
Audited financial statement of BN Marketing for the year 2020, stamped received by BIR, April 21, 2021, submitted.
Prospective bidders' computation of net financial contracting capacity.
NFCC of BM Marketing in the amount of 5,382,450,930 pesos and 32 centavos, submitted.
Joint venture agreement, if applicable.
Not applicable. The submitted technical component of BM Marketing is initially rated as passed. The next proposal is from FFJJ Construction. Representative, please, online. Ma'am, can you confirm if this is your submitted bid?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Permission to proceed the opening, Mr. Chair.
Please proceed.
Inside the main envelopes are 3 envelopes. The original bid, copy 1, and copy 2. Inside the original envelopes are 2 envelopes, the original technical component and the original financial component. The submitted original technical component has tabbings, pagination, and signature on each page. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the technical component submitted by FFJJ Construction, valid field job certificate of registration and membership,
Certificate of Field Jobs Registration, Platinum Membership of FFJJ Construction, valid until February 16, 2022. Submitted.
Annex A of the Certificate of Field Jobs Registration and Platinum Membership,
Annex A submitted.
registration certificate from the SEC or DTI or CDA,
DTI Certificate of FFJJ Construction issued a date of registration June 6, 2018 and with an expiration date July 29, 2023. Submitted.
mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located.
Mayor's permit issued by LGU Cotabato City last January 7, 2021, valid until December 31, 2021. Submitted.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance issuance date November 25, 2020 and valid until 25 November 2021. Wait, let's see. And they also submitted an updated tax clearance certificate with validity until November 17, 2022. Submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any.
Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts. Submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid.
Single largest completed contract. Submitted.
PCAB license.
PCAB license of FFJJ with signature and valid until June 30, 2022. Submitted.
Original copy of bid security.
Bid security in the form of bid securing declaration signed by Mr. Osmeña Palangalan, General Manager or Owner of FFJJ Construction and notarized. Submitted.
Project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid,
Organizational chart submitted.
list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid,
List of key personnel to be assigned to the project submitted.
list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and/or under purchase agreement,
List of equipment to be assigned to the project submitted.
original duly signed omnibus sworn statement,
Omnibus sworn statement signed by the manager owner Osmeña Palangalan and also notarized submitted.
certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government,
Certification of no pending case against the government signed by Mr. Palangalan and also notarized submitted.
legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service,
Legal clearance issued to FFJJ Construction valid until June 7, 2022, signed by the Chief of Enforcement and Legal Service, Attorney Roberto Martin Buenaventura, submitted.
bid bulletin number 1 dated December 6, 2021,
Bid Bulletin Number 1, dated December 6, 2021, submitted.
certificate of site inspection duly signed by Mr. Joel Gavina, Airport Manager of General Santos Airport, or his duly authorized representative.
Certificate of Site Inspection issued to Ms. Linda Litanon, issued last December 14, 2021, and signed by the Airport Manager Joel G. Gavina, submitted.
Attachment to the certificate of site inspection, copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Company ID of the civil engineer, Ms. Linda Litanon of FFJJ Construction, submitted.
Copy of the airport or facility visitor's logbook reflecting the name of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Copy of the visitor's logbook of Jensen Airport with the entry name ayan, Linda, ayan, of the one who conducted the site inspection, submitted.
Picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager, officer in charge, or his duly authorized representative.
Picture of the proposed site together with the manager and the person who conducted the site inspection, submitted.
Prospective bidders' audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions.
Audited financial statement for the period December 30, for the year 2020, stamp received by BIR February 24, 2021, submitted.
Prospective bidders' computation of net financial contracting capacity.
NFCC of FFJJ Construction in the amount of 23,903,232,098 pesos and 82 centavos, submitted.
Joint venture agreement, if applicable.
Not applicable. The submitted technical component of FFJJ Construction is initially rated as passed. The next proposal is from our Sinui Commercial Corporation in joint venture with Pader Construction and Supply. Representative, please. Ma'am, can you confirm if this is your submitted bid? Thank you. Permission to proceed, sir. Mr. Chair.
Please proceed.
Inside the main envelopes are two envelopes containing the original technical envelope and original financial component. Ay, sorry. The submitted original technical component has tabbings, pagination, and signature on each page. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the technical components submitted by our Senior Commercial Corporation and Padar Construction Supply. Valid field job certificate of registration and membership.
Certificate of Field Jobs Registration Platinum Membership issued to our Runway Commercial Corporation, valid until May 14, 2022. And Certificate of Field Jobs Registration for Pader Construction and Supply, valid until 22 June 2022, submitted.
Annex A of the Certificate of Field Jobs Registration and Platinum Membership.
Annex A for Asinwe, and Annex A for Pader Construction, submitted.
Registration certificate from the SEC or the DTI or CDA.
For SEC Certificate of Registration dated March 19, 2023 for Asinwe Commercial Corporation. For Pader Construction, DTI certificate issued last June 26, 2019 and valid until June 26, 2024, submitted.
Nurse or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located.
Mayor's permit issued by LGU Dagupan City, valid until December 31, 2021. And for Pader Construction, Mayor's permit issued by LGU Libungan, Cotabato, valid until December 31, 2021, submitted.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance issued last June 2020 and valid until July 12, 2022. While for Pader Construction, date of issuance is May 27, 2021. Expiration date May 27, 2022. Submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any.
Statement of all government and private, all ongoing government and private contracts submitted. Wait. For ARCC and for Pader Construction Supply, submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, similar to the contract to be bid.
SLCC, submitted.
PCAB license.
PCAB license for ARCC, with signature and valid until June 30, 2022, while for Pader Construction with signature as well and valid until June 30, 2022, submitted.
Original copy of bid security.
Bid security in the form of bid securing declaration signed by the authorized managing officer Elizabeth Lazaro and also notarized, submitted.
Project requirements, which will include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid.
Organizational chart, submitted.
List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid.
Key personnel to proposed to be assigned to the project submitted.
List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements.
List of equipment to be assigned to the project submitted.
Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement.
Omnibus sworn statement signed by the authorized managing officer Elizabeth Lazaro and also notarized submitted.
Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government.
Certificate of no pending case for ARC, for the joint venture signed by the authorized managing officer by the affiant Elizabeth Lazaro and notarized submitted.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service.
Legal clearance issued to ARCC valid until June 16, 2022, and legal clearance issued to Pader Construction also valid until June 16, 2022, signed by the Chief of Enforcement and Legal Service, Attorney Roberto Martin Buenaventura, submitted.
Bid Bulletin Number 1 dated December 6, 2021.
Bid Bulletin Number 1 dated December 6, 2021, submitted.
Certificate of Site Inspection duly signed by Mr. Joel Gavina, Airport Manager of General Santos Airport or his authorized representative.
Certificate of Site Inspection issued to Mr. Justin Rose Pader, signed by, issued last December 17, 2021, signed by Mr. Joel Gavina, Airport Manager of General Santos Airport, submitted.
Attachment to the Certificate of Site Inspection, copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Company ID of Ms. Justin Rose Pader, the bidding head of Pader Construction Supply, submitted.
Copy of the airport or facility visitor's logbook reflecting the name of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Visitor's logbook of Jensen Airport with an entry name Justin Rose Pader dated 12/17/21, submitted.
Picture of the proposed site including the person who conducted the site inspection together with the airport manager or officer in charge or his duly authorized representative.
Picture of the proposed site together with the manager and the person who conducted the site inspection, submitted.
Prospective bidders' audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution.
Audited financial statement of ARCC, date of filing March 17, 2021, and audited financial statement for Pader Construction, date of filing March 8, 2021, submitted.
Prospective bidders' computation of net financial contracting capacity.
NFCC in the amount of 1,130,356,503 pesos and 81 centavos, submitted.
Joint venture agreement, if applicable.
Joint venture agreement signed by both parties, ARCC and Pader Construction, and notarized, submitted.
Special pickup license.
Special contractor's license issued to the joint venture valid until June 30, 2022, submitted.
That's all for the checklist, sir.
The submitted technical component of Pader Construction and Supply is initially rated as passed.
Sir,
Yes,
can
sir.
I make an observation,
Yes, sir.
if it's allowed?
Yes, sir.
Doon sa
Sir, you may address it to our chairman, sir.
Madam Chair, Mr. Chairman, doon sa certificate of site inspection, nakita ko lang yung certification ni Pader Construction, but not the other joint venture partner of Pader. So, sino ba dapat ang bigyan ng certificate of site inspection? Is it Pader only or both parties or the joint venture?
If I may respond, Mr. Chair. Sir, anybody from, it can be from both companies for the joint venture, provided that one of the parties of the joint venture conducted the site inspection, sir.
So that's allowed if it is only one, which
Yes,
is
sir.
Pader.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon po. Ay, sir, pwede ma-check ulit yung sa special pickup license? Yung, yes po. Dun sa may signature po, wala po
Ay, wala.
signature.
Yeah. Oo. Sorry. Tinignan ko lang yung validity. Mr. Chair, apologies. The special contractor's license of kindly wait, sir. We will just verify, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for your observation. Mr. Chair, the technical working group would like to withdraw our initial rating, initial findings for this joint venture. Considering, Mr. Chair, the absence of the required signature as indicated in the special contractor's license, this submission, Mr. Chair, cannot be considered as a complete submission, Mr. Chair. With that, we are recommending, the technical working group hereby recommends for the disqualification of the joint venture for the absence of the required signature in the special contractor's license.
Attorney Frank, which bidder is this again?
The Arsinui Commercial Corporation in joint venture with Pader Construction and Supply.
Are they here?
Yes.
Yeah, per usual process, can we have them identify it and acknowledge it on record that
Yes.
there's no signature, just so that we're covered by the records, please?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Ma'am, can you approach here, ma'am? Mr. Chair, would like to put on record that the representative of the joint venture acknowledged that the special contractor's license does not contain the signature as required in the signature box of the special contractor's license.
All right, thank you for that, Attorney Frank. There is currently a motion for the disqualification of the bidder for having submitted an this is a special pickup, tama?
Special pickup license, Mr.
Pickup
Chair.
license without the necessary signature. Is there any question or comments from our members? If there's none, maybe we can have a motion, please. Yes, Ma'am Vanny.
Yes, I so move to disqualify the joint venture of is that Pader Construction and Arsinue Commercial Corporation due to the absence of the signature on the pickup license.
Thank you, ma'am. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, there being a motion duly seconded, the recommendation for the disqualification is hereby carried. Secretariat, can we inform the bidder of their options at this point, at this juncture?
May I request the representative of Arsinue Commercial Corporation and Pader Construction Joint Venture. Sir, ma'am, do you wish to file for a motion for consideration for the disqualification?
Isipin ko po. Hello? Yan.
Ma'am, magpa-file po ba kayo ng motion for consideration?
Pag-usapan muna namin sa office, ma'am.
Ma'am, should your company opt to file for a motion for reconsideration, you have 3 calendar days from today to file for your motion for reconsideration. And in the meantime, the BAC Secretariat will reseal your submitted bid and it shall be open should your motion for consideration be granted by the committee.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, can you proceed, please?
The next submitted bid is from Relly Construction and Supply. Representative, please. Sir, can you confirm, sir, if this is your submitted bid?
Yes, that's the bid proposal of Relay Construction and Supply.
Thank you, thank you, sir. Permission to open, sir.
Go ahead.
The main envelope contains 2 sub-envelopes, the original technical component and the original financial component. The submitted original technical component has tabbings, pagination, Mr. Chair, may we request the representative of Rely Constructions, Mr. Chair, to approach the TWG to inspect the documents, sir?
Go ahead.
Sir? Sir, wala pong, hindi po siya naka-initial each page.
Ay, ako. Gusto na siya. Hindi ko yan.
Yes po, sir.
Oo, na, it's okay.
Sir?
I know. Kasi hindi ako gumawa ng
Mr. Chair, we would like to put on record that the representative of Rely Construction Supply acknowledged that, and upon verification, acknowledged that the submitted technical component does not contain the required signature in every page of the submitted documents. And Section 16, Mr. Chair, of the B data sheet expressly provides that each and every page thereof shall be initialed and signed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder, and that pagination should be sequentially and that bids not complying with the above instructions shall be automatically disqualified. With that, Mr. Chair, the technical working group hereby recommends the disqualification of Rely Construction Supply and Construction and Supply for failure to comply the requirements under BDS item number 16.
All right, thank you, Attorney Frank. So we have your recommendation for the disqualification of the current bidder for having failed to comply with the requirement to initial every page of the submissions. Do we have any questions or comments from our members? If there's none, we can have a motion, please.
Through the chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I so move to disqualify Rely Construction and Supply for on the reason for the disqualification is the absence of the initial or signature on every page of the bid document.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there any second?
Seconded.
Thank you, ma'am. There being a motion duly seconded, the bidder is hereby disqualified for their failure to comply with the requirement. Secretariat, kindly inform the bidder of their options.
To the representative of Rely Construction and Supply, sir, will your company be filing for a motion for reconsideration, sir?
I think not anymore because that is a big issue for not signing the documents. We will
Thank you,
follow
sir.
the rule. We will follow the rule of the Bids and Awards Committee in this regard. And we apologize
sir.
for it.
Mr. Chair, the representative of Rely Construction manifested that they will not file a motion for reconsideration, sir.
Yes, and under the rules, we are required to return the bid to them. Okay? Sige. Moving on. Attorney Frank, what's next, please?
The last proposal, Mr. Chair, is from Vicente Tilao Construction. Representative, please, ma'am, can you confirm if this is your submitted bid?
Yes, sir, SRB.
Thank you. Permission to proceed, Mr. Chair, with the opening.
Go ahead.
Inside the main envelopes, and the main envelope are two envelopes, the original technical component and the original financial component. The submitted technical component has tabbings. Pagination and signature on each page. Checklist, please. Checklist, please.
Sorry. Checklist for the technical components submitted by Vicente Tilao Construction, valid field job certificate of registration and membership.
Certificate of Field Jobs Registration Platinum Membership issued to Vicente Tilao Construction, valid until October 11, 2022, submitted.
Annex A of the Certificate of Field Jobs Registration and Platinum Membership.
Annex A, submitted.
Registration certificate from the SEC or DTI or CDA.
DTI certificate issued to Vicente Tilao Construction. Registration date March 11, 2016. Expiring March 11, 2026. Submitted.
Mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located.
Mayor's permit issued by LGU Davao City. Date of issuance January 13, 2021. Valid until December 31, 2021. Submitted.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance of VT Lao, valid until May 19, 2022, submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any.
Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid.
Statement of single largest completed contract, submitted.
PCAB license.
PCAB license of VT Lao Construction with signature and valid until June 30, 2022, submitted.
Original copy of bid security.
Bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, signed by Mr. Vicente Lao, General Manager of VT Lao Construction, and also notarized. Submitted.
Project requirements, which will include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid.
Organizational chart, submitted.
List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid.
List of key personnel to be assigned to the contract, submitted.
List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and/or under purchase agreement.
List of equipment to be assigned to the project, submitted.
Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement.
Omnibus sworn statement signed by the authorized representative Vicente Tilao with notarization as well, submitted.
Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government.
Certificate of no pending case against the government. Certification of no pending case against the government, notarized, submitted.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service.
Legal clearance issued to Vicente Tilao, valid until May 25, 2022, signed by the Chief of the Enforcement and Legal Service, Attorney Buenaventura, submitted.
Bid bulletin number 1, dated December 6, 2021.
Bid bulletin number 1, dated December 6, 2021, submitted.
Certificate of Site Inspection duly signed by Mr. Joel Gavina, Airport Manager of Jensan Airport, or his duly authorized representative.
Certificate of Site Inspection issued to Mr. Garlon Gabriel, signed by Mr. Joel Gabina, Airport Manager, issued last December 7, 2021, submitted.
Copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Company ID of Mr. Garlon Gabriel, engineer of VT Lao, submitted.
Copy of the airport or facility visitor's logbook reflecting the name of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Company, visitor's logbook of Jensen Airport with an entry name of Garlon Gabriel of VT Lao, submitted.
Picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager or officer in charge or his duly authorized representative.
Picture of the proposed site together with the airport manager and the person who conducted the site inspection, submitted.
Prospective bidders' audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions.
Audited financial statement for the year 2020, stamped received by BIR, April 30, 2021, submitted.
Prospective bidders' computation of net financial contracting capacity.
NFCC of VT Lao in the amount of 28,50,392,041 pesos and 4 centavos, submitted.
Joint venture agreement, if applicable.
JV not applicable. The technical component submission of VT Lao Construction is initially rated as passed. Mr. Chair, we will now proceed with the opening of the financial component for BM Marketing.
Okay.
The financial component of BM Marketing has tabbings, pagination, and signature or initials on each page. Checklist, please.
For the financial component submitted by BM Marketing, original of duly signed with prices in the bill of quantities.
Bill of quantities submitted.
Summary of bid proposal.
Ayun, here. Summary of bid proposal. Submitted.
Bill of materials and cost estimates.
Bill of materials and cost estimates. Submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials used in coming up with the bid.
Summary for unit prices of materials submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices for labor.
For labor, submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices for equipment rentals.
For equipment, submitted.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule submitted.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
Financial bid of BM Marketing in the amount of 89,026,648 pesos and 55 centavos with no discount and within the ABC. It's 89,026,648 pesos and 55 centavos with no discount and within the ABC.
Saan may aso?
Sa bahay po.
The next financial proposal is from FFJJ Construction. The submitted financial component of FFJJ Construction has tabbings, pagination, and signature on each page. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the financial component submitted by FFJJ Construction. Original of duly signed bid prices and the bill of quantities.
Bill of quantity submitted.
Summary of bid proposal.
Summary of bid proposal submitted.
Bill of materials and cost estimates.
Bill of materials and cost estimates submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials used in coming up with the bid.
Summary for unit prices of materials submitted.
Summary sheet indicating unit prices per labor.
Summary for unit prices of labor submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices for equipment rentals.
Summary for unit prices of equipment submitted.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule submitted.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
Financial bid of FFJJ Construction in the amount of 78,888,880 pesos and 00 centavos with no discount and within the ABC. It's 78,888,880 pesos and 00 centavos with no discount and within the ABC. Okay na po. The last financial component is from Vicente Tilao Construction. Sorry. The submitted financial component has tabbings, pagination, and signature on each page. Checklist, please.
For the financial component submitted by Vicente Tilao Construction, original of duly signed bid prices and the bill of quantities.
Bill of quantity submitted.
Summary of bid proposal.
Summary of bid proposal submitted.
Bill of materials and cost estimates.
Bill of materials and cost estimate submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials used in coming up with the bid.
Summary for unit prices of materials submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices of labor.
Unit prices for labor submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices for equipment rental.
Summary for unit prices for equipment submitted.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule submitted.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
Financial bid of VT Law Construction in the amount of 91,254,747 pesos and 35 centavos with no discount and within the ABC. It's 91,254,747 pesos and 35 centavos with no discount and within the ABC. So here is the summary of the financial submission, Mr. Chair. The lowest being the FFJJ Construction. Next is BM Marketing, and last is from VT Lao Construction. With this, Mr. Chair, the technical working group hereby recommends that these three submitted proposals to undergo bid evaluation to determine completeness of bid and ascertain any mathematical or arithmetical corrections for consideration and approval of the committee.
Thank you, Attorney Frank. So we have here a recommendation for the conduct of bid evaluation for those who have been evaluated as passed for the pass or fail criteria on the opening of bids. Do you have any questions or clarifications from our members or any objections? If there's none, maybe we can have a motion, please.
Through the chair,
Yes, Ma'am Joyce.
I move for the further evaluation of the submitted bids rated initially as passed for completeness and arithmetical accuracy as ascertained. Thank you.
Any second?
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ma'am Vani. There being a motion duly seconded, let there be a conduct of bid evaluation for the said bids that were evaluated as passed for the opening of bids. With that, we want to thank the bidders for attending. We will notify you of the results of the bid evaluation, which will be scheduled in accordance with the prescribed timelines under the GPPB rules. Good afternoon. Thank you. You're dismissed. Thank you po.
Sir, we are clear online.
Yes, you are clear. With that, let's proceed to the next item. Attorney Alice, what's in the agenda?
Sir, the next item is the pre-bid conference for the Zamboanga International Airport Development Project CY 2021 repair of runway, grading of runway strip, and rehabilitation of passenger terminal building amounting to 230,164,511 pesos and 72 centavos, an ADMS DOTR downloaded project.
All right. Do we have prospective bidders for this, online or physically present?
No,
Let's
sir,
admit
we
them.
do not have any. We don't have any prospective bidders for this, sir.
Talaga. Sige. In accordance with the GPPB rules, we'll still proceed with the presentation. We are being streamed live, so there could be prospective bidders watching who are not present. So, who will be presenting this? Will this be the TWG?
Yes, sir. I will be Sir, we have one prospective bidder who is waiting on the lounge, sir.
Yes, please admit them. Members of the back, if I may be, pinapatawag lang po ako. I'll still be attending, but I'll be attending from my office online. Thank you po.
Ma'am, dyan po kay ma'am. Ma'am, good afternoon. Welcome to the pre-bid conference for the Zamboanga International Airport Development Project. For records purposes, ma'am, kindly state your name and the company you represent, please. Starting from you, ma'am.
Lilian Lowa, Z Construction, and Alraf Joint Venture.
Ikaw, ma'am.
Same din po, sa set din po ako.
Ay,
Cecilia Ladaran.
Can you just state your name, ma'am?
Cecilia Ladaran po.
Yes po. Thank you, ma'am. Permission to proceed, Mr. Chair? Attorney Irish, can you confirm if you can now screen my screen?
Yes, attorney, I can see your screen.
All right. Permission to proceed, Mr. Chair? To the members of the back, ma'am, can we proceed, ma'am? Thank you, ma'am. Okay, again, to our prospective bidders, welcome to the pre-bid conference for the Zamboanga International Airport Development Project for calendar year 2021. This is for the repair of runway, grading of runway strip, and rehabilitation of passenger terminal building. The complete title, as stated, is the Zamboanga International Airport Development Project CY 2021, repair of runway, grading of runway strip, and rehabilitation of passenger terminal building. And the source of fund for this is the DOTR downloaded project for GAA, General Appropriations Act CY 2021, with an approved budget for the contract amounting to 230,164,511 pesos and 72 centavos. So, as per invitation to bid, here are the minimum required technical personnel for the project. One project civil engineer, geodetic engineer, materials engineer, construction foreman, master electrician, master plumber, safety and health officer. And on the right are the list of equipment required for the project. So these documents are, by the way, these documents, the Philippine bidding documents for these projects, for this project is already available at our website, CAAP website, and also at the PhilJeps po. So, lahat po ng i-discuss po dito, makukuha lang po dun sa document po na yon. So, but we will highlight lang din po yung provisions in that bid documents.
Kasi may iwan doon sa hindi niya matanggal.
Okay na, ma'am.
I-full screen na siguro.
I-full screen. Sorry.
Hindi kasi matanggal yung tao.
Ay, sorry po. Yun. Okay. Okay na po. So as per ITB, the required pickup license is we require two. Number one is for roads, highway pavement, railways, airport, horizontal structures, and bridges. We require medium B license category A. And for the category building and industrial plant, we require medium A license category B. The duration for the project is 480 calendar days, inclusive of 16 rainy unworkable days. And for the bidders, the amount of bid documents is 56,000. This is inclusive of the 12% VAT. So I will go now to the bid data sheet. I will be highlighting a few provisions here which are important in the preparation of the bid documents. So in ITB Clause 3.0, we require the certificate of site inspection. We have a form attached to the document, the bid documents. It's included in the bid docs, and this site inspection has to be signed by Mr. or Engineer Roderick Tugade, officer in charge of the Zamboanga International Airport, or his duly authorized representative. And included also in the certificate of site inspection, it shall include the following documents. You also have to submit these documents. Number one, company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection. Number two, the copy of the visitor airport or facility visitor's logbook with the entry name of the person who conducted the site inspection. And third is a picture of the proposed site, including the person who conducted the site inspection together with the airport manager and or the officer in charge or his duly authorized representative. Please take note that bids not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. So this is the sample of certificate site inspection in your left, and on the right yung illustrations of the company ID and the visitor's logbook. So for bid data sheet number ITB clause 5.2, the bidder must have an experience of having completed the single largest completed contract that is similar to this project, equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. And for this purpose, similar project refers to, number one, we require two. First category is for the building construction, improvement, rehabilitation, repair. The ABC for this is 31,502,062 pesos and 52 centavos. And the second component of the SLCC is the concrete, roads, and other horizontal structures with an ABC of 172,860,591 pesos and 51 centavos. So both these categories has to be submitted, included in the SLCC. So for ITB clause 7.1, we are not allowing subcontracting for this project. For 10.1, the bidder shall submit the eligibility and technical documents as specified in section 10, and the enumerations of the required technical and financial documents are will be shown later, and these are also available in the bid documents. ITB clause 10.3, the pickup license, as mentioned earlier, we require medium B license category A for road, highway, pavement, railways, airport, horizontal structures, and bridges, and another category for building and industrial plant. We require medium A license category B. So the prospective bidder has to meet these criteria. These two licenses as required. For ITB clause 11.2, bids exceeding the ABC of the project shall be disqualified. For 10.4, the key personnel, these are the required minimum years of experience. So for the civil engineer, geodetic material engineer, master electrician, master plumber, construction foreman, and safety health officer, the experience required is 5 years in general engineering and 3 years for in concreting of roads or horizontal structures, building, construction, improvement, and rehabilitation repair. So 5 years experience, 3 years relevant experience. Again, in ITB 10.5, we are enumerating here the list of major equipment, and these will be checked during the evaluation of the submission. So one has to comply all the required documents, and missing any item in the major equipment shall be a ground for the disqualification. For ITB clause 11.2, bids exceeding the ABC of the project shall be disqualified. 15.1, the bid security shall be formed in the form of a bid securing declaration, or you may also submit a bid security in any of the following forms. One may submit a total amount of 2% of the ABC if the bid security is in cash, cashier's manager's check, bank draft guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit. So that is 2% of the ABC. And if one will submit bid security in a form of surety bond, then the bid security, the surety bond should not be less than 5% of the ABC. Under item ITB clause 16.0, it is important for the bidders to take note of this, that each and every page of the submitted proposal shall be initialed and signed by the duly authorized representative of the bidders. Submitted eligibility, technical and financial documents shall be properly marked with index tabs, ear tabs, and must be sequentially paginated in accurate order in the form of, say for example, 3 of 100, 4 of 100. So page number of the last page of the document on a per envelope basis. Pagination should be sequentially based on the entire span of the whole document inside the envelope. So we are strict on this, and any non-compliance with these requirements shall be a ground for disqualification. We will automatically disqualify during opening of bids. So these are the illustrations ng tabbing and pagination with the required initials and pagination, signature in each page. So for ITB 16 pa din, we require only to submit one original copy of the technical component and financial eligibility documents. So each bidder shall submit one original copy of the technical component and financial eligibility documents. So the document shall contain the name of the contract to be bid in capital letters, name and address of the bidders in capital letters, name and address of the procuring entities back identified in the ITB clause 10.1, and it should also bear the warning, do not open before the date of the opening of bids. In ITB clause 19.2, partial bid is not allowed. We are not allowing partial bid, and the infrastructure project is packaged in a single lot, and the lot shall not be divided into sublots for the purpose of bidding, evaluation, and contract award. So that's for the bid data sheet. I'll now go into the special conditions of the contract, some provisions here, salient provisions in the special conditions of the contract. So in item 7.2, in the case of permanent structures, such building of type 4 and 5 as classified under the National Building Code of the Philippines, and other structures made of steel, iron, or concrete which comply with the relevant structural codes of the DPWH standard specifications, such as but not limited to steel, concrete bridges, flyovers, aircraft movement areas, ports, dams, tunnels, filtration and treatment plants, sewerage system, power plants, transmission and communication towers, railway system, and other permanent structures, so 15 years in warranty. For GCC Clause 13, the amount of the advance payment shall not exceed 15% of the total contract price. However, since we are under the umbrella of the Department of Transportation, and this project is a DOTR downloaded project, as per Department of Transportation policy, procuring entity, which is in this case CAAP, will not give advance payment to contractors. So in 15.2, the amount to be withheld for failing to produce as-built drawings and or operating and maintenance manuals by the date required is 2% of the contract price. So in your screens right now, these are the requirement, the checklist of the technical and financial documents consisting of Class A and Class B documents for the technical component, legal documents, technical documents, and financial documents. And for the second envelope, the financial component envelope, these are the required items or the required documents to be submitted or to be included in the proposal. So, ito din po, available din po to sa bid documents. Naka-attach din po to sa bid documents sa last part ng documents for this project. One envelope, only one envelope, one original and one original technical and one original financial. So, for the project technical details, I'll be showing the site development plan. So this is the location map of the project. It's in Zamboanga, and in the highlighted part, yun yung proposed strip grade correction, and the other details. So this is the exterior perspective, and these drawings and plans and drawings available din po siya sa back office namin. Anytime pwede na po siyang makuha po. So this is a site expanded site development plan lang po, indicating the project in each component areas, the existing and demolition plan, ground floor of the airport. So for the scope of work, the project would include mobilization, demobilization, temporary facilities. The bidder has to provide staff house and service vehicle. For the repair of runway, the removal of existing pavement under item P101-5.1B. This is for asphalt, and it will cover station 0.00.00 to station 0+300. For item P-501-8.1B, this is for the cement concrete pavement, and this is for 300 millimeter thick. For item P152-2, this is for embankment. Indicated is the coverage. All the details for this scope of works nandun po sa bid documents po natin. Naka clearly defined and elaborated po yung mga scope of work. Item P 154-5.1 aggregate sa base scores. Yan po yung coverage. 2 plus 00 to station 2 plus 600. For item P 401-8.18, this is for the asphalt surface. Item P 401-8.1C, asphalt binder. And item P 620, runway markings. So using, it is specially provided here that runway markings will be using reflectorized paint for 2 coatings with an area of 11,599.80 square meters. For another scope of work of the project, the grading of runway strip. This includes clearing and grubbing with a total area of 57,762.55 square meters. For excavation, the total volume of excavation to be done will be 24,484.95 cubic meters. And for embankment, with a total volume of 27,287.01 cubic meters. So indicated in your screens as well, or flash in your screens as well, the station coverage. For the rehabilitation of passenger terminal building, civil structural works, this includes site works and concrete works. Sa site works, yung total coverage is 1,552.30 square meters. That would include demolition, excavation, backfilling, and gravel bedding. For concrete works, the total volume is 369.50 cubic meters. Masonry works, steel works, moisture and thermal protection works. And yan po yung mga coverage ng per sub-item po. For architectural works, total tire works is 632.58 square meters, while ceiling works has a coverage area of 1,255.52 square meters. Drywall partition, it will cover 115.11 square meters. Column cladding, painting works, and doors and windows. So for the doors and windows, this item covers supply and installation of 10 sets of doors and 12 sets of windows. Electrical works, kasama na dyan yung wire and conduits boxes, lighting fixtures and wire devices, panel board, feeder wires and conduits, termination accessories. For mechanical works, air conditioning unit, piping, hangers, and support. For plumbing works, ang sub work po niya is site works, storm damage system, and cash basin. So relocation of baggage claim carousel. This item covers supply of materials, labor, tools, and equipment to complete the installation of 2 new set of roll-up shutter door and the dismantling of relocation of 2 existing flat-type baggage claim carousel with equivalent straight length ESL of 27 meters and 24 meters respectively, including 2 sets roll-up shutter door, 4 sets draft curtain, control panels, wiring, and other system components. The contractor must secure the testing of the relocated 2-unit baggage claim carousel. So, this is the last part, the general provision. The provision for staff house, service vehicle, laptop printers, cameras, plotters, furniture, and other materials, devices, and equipment under special item or temporary facilities shall not include OCM and contractor's profit. The contractor shall be responsible in providing safety perimeter fence or security fences, personal protective equipment, PPE for staff and workers or on-site while construction is ongoing. Safety reports should be prepared regularly. The contractor shall be responsible for all laboratory material testing, building and safety permits, and survey instruments necessary in the project implementation. These expenses shall be incorporated in the contractor's overhead cost and shall not be considered as pay item. So just take note of that. It will not be considered as pay item. So that ends our presentation. At this point, we are now ready to accept questions or clarifications from our bidders, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Attorney Frank, for that presentation. Did any new prospective bidders join in the course of the presentation?
Yes, sir. We have one from BM Marketing, Miss Janice Assis online, sir.
All right. Good afternoon again, everyone. As presented, this is the time where you can place your questions regarding the bid documents and other particulars of the bids as presented. Do you have any questions?
With regards sa SLCC po, so we should...
Hi, ma'am. Sorry po. Kindly introduce yourself and the company you represent before you proceed po. Thank you,
Lilian
ma'am.
Loa, Z Construction, JB with Alrap Enterprise. With regards dun sa SLCC po, so we should submit dalawa po, isa sa roads, isa sa building, right? Tama po ba?
Yes, ma'am. If I may respond to that, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, Attorney Frank.
Yes, ma'am. You have to submit 2 projects po. Yung first project, yung component niya po is yung building construction improvement, or yung pangalawa naman po yung ano, or pwede lang din po siyang isang project lang po, ma'am, provided na yung project na po na yun may component po siya na for both these categories. And yung ABC po noon is abot po dito sa amount na indicated po. So, pwede naman pong isang project lang, pwede din pong dalawang project po.
Kasi minsan po magkahiwalay yung roads, magkahiwalay yung building.
That's correct po, ma'am.
Okay na po yun, ma'am. Do we have any further questions? Any of the bidders present, do we have any further questions regarding the presentation?
Sir, we still have another question from the same bidder. Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Regarding lang po dun sa traffic, di ba po ang gagawin namin runway? Paano po magiging arrangement kaya doon?
Engineer Crescent, sir, is here to respond to the query of the bidder, sir.
Regarding naman po dun sa arrangement dun sa runway, before the implementation po magkakaroon po kayo ng pre-construction. Doon po pag-uusapan lahat kung ano yung procedure na gagawin.
Thank you po.
Ma'am. Okay na po yun, ma'am. Is there any further questions? Again, as you think of more questions, we would just want to inform everyone that should you fail to raise the questions today, you still have an opportunity to send your queries in writing and up to 10 days before the scheduled opening of bids, and we will endeavor to answer all of them and issue the necessary bid bulletin should the need arise. Again, let me just ask the prospective bidders, do you have any further questions or clarifications?
Mr. Chair, we also would like to put on record that we have here also present in physically, Mr. Chair, representative from BT Lao attending the pre-bid conference, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. Okay, if there's no further questions, again, you can send it to us in writing. But at this juncture, if there's no more further questions, maybe we can already close this pre-bid conference. Okay, bidders, you are dismissed. We look forward to your submissions and or your queries if there's any. Maraming salamat po. You can coordinate with our secretariat for any of the details po. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po, ma'am. Thank you po. Mr. Chair, we're now cleared here at the conference room.
All right, thank
Sir,
you.
we are also online, sir.
Thank you, Attorney Irish. Thank you, Attorney Frank. Can we move forward with the next item on the agenda? Do we have any more items for today?
None from the TWG, sir.
None also from the Secretariat, sir.
Okay. Tahimik na yung asa mo, Irish, ah. Baka pinatulog mo na. Sige. With that,
Nakakain na.
considering there's no more items on the agenda, we can adjourn the meeting. Maraming salamat po for attending, especially our members, Ma'am Joyce, Ma'am Barney, Sir Raul, and everyone else. Thank you for attending. When is the next back schedule?
Sir, it will be on January 5,
No,
sir.
no, Attorney Irish, we have an opening of bids on the 28th.
Sorry. Oh, yun. 28 po.
So,
Still in
28.
the necessary notification, sir. 28.
Yes, please. Okay, sige, magkikita pa tayo before the year ends. But of course, this weekend is Christmas, so Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you enjoy these holidays. Maraming salamat po. Magandang hapon.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, honorarium.
Oo nga, pa-honorarium naman.
Wala sa amin.